What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. So we're back in the mainland. It is a new season. Obviously it is winter, unfortunately, but a new season nonetheless. So we're going to be taking a little break from the Speed Champions DLC to get some of the new festival playlists knocked out. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. So the photo challenge is to get a picture of any Ford in front of Derwent Water, or at Derwent Water. The weekly Forzathon challenge is going to deal with the 72 Land Rover Series 3. So it seems easy enough. The trial, we'll get the 2004 Subaru WRX. Playground games, you get the Corsair Vengeance. Got some regular PR stunts. So they have a season event for the Land Rover Series 3 Forza Edition. They have the Starion ESI R and the 2013 Forza Edition BMW M6, which we already have. And then at 50%, you actually unlock a new car to the game, the Citroen DS23. Car's a little unique because of its suspension. It's actually got like a hydraulic suspension. So we're just gonna play through. We may do the cold commute and mud is thicker than water. Get those two season events knocked out. So looking at cold commute first, it looks like it's a Horizon special for daily drivers, and the class is A800 or top of A class. Alright, just for the sense of using the G-Wagon, we're going to use it. So I'm installing a tune. I'll throw the share code up on screen now. And we'll go ahead and jump into the Cold Commute Seasonal Championship. So let's see what we got. So 2 sprint races, 3 sprint races, nice. I'm fine with that. There's all the cars we could have used. Maybe we'll use the M3 and the X6 in the next 2 races. But let's go ahead and jump into our G-Wagon, which looks sick. So we threw the tune on it. Good old Grundy using his tune still. And let's go ahead and get going. So obviously it's winter. It's that unfortunate time of the month. Oops, excuse me. Honda Civic. But, you know, we'll get through this week. We've been playing in Lego Valley, and it's still winter over there, too. The seasons change in Lego Valley as well. I haven't driven on too many roads to determine if all the roads, like, react to the winter, or if it's just, you know, open roads or the normal roads. The road that I did drive on for a second to get back to the mainland was not covered in snow. So we'll have to see as we jump back into that after we get through these festival playlist events, if, you know, Lego Valley is as encumbered with snow, I suppose. Alright, we're not doing too great right now. That was a good turn. We're just fighting the Land Rover, or the Range Rover. We're up into first. Got a Forza challenge there. And we're halfway through the race. I definitely appreciate the support on the recent videos. You guys have been killing it. We're almost to 300 subscribers, which is awesome. I'd like to do some kind of giveaway in the near future. Maybe when we get to 500 subscribers, do some kind of giveaway. I'm trying to set up a Discord server for the channel, so we'll have that coming in the future. Hopefully that'll enable, you know, a little more engagement and, you know, getting to do some, like, call them meetups, but you know, be able to play with subscribers and such like that. Be a little easier to organize with a Discord server instead of just trying to do it like through a YouTube video or comments. So looking forward to that. I'm just trying to tweak it just a little bit to make sure that when it goes live, it's ready to go live, and I'm not just trying to prematurely push something out. So be on the lookout for that. I'll definitely, you know, make sure it's noted in a video whenever that does go live. But there we go, first place there. Just notice that there's 3 exhausts sticking out the side of that, so let's go ahead and move on to our second race and jump into a different car. Alright, here we go. Second race, we're doing the Edinburgh City Sprint. So since we're driving around the city, I chose the Audi TT. And we'll use the BMW X6 in the last event because it's kind of like climbing up a mountain, so I figured this might be better for the city roads since it's a car and not an SUV crossover kind of thing. Although we are getting beat by a Range Rover right now. But we're pulling in fast, or catching up fast rather. Threw another tune on this car, and I'll throw it up on screen. It's another Grundy tune, so if you want to use it, it feels good. He hasn't disappointed me yet with his tuning, so always a good good tune to try for any kind of car. Have some kind of confidence behind it. We're up in the first, now we just gotta hold off the rest of the pack. Alright, on to the final little curves. Last section of curves. I would definitely recommend this tune. It just felt so good going through the different turns of that track. So if you're using that for that race or this event in general, I think that might be a good option. Maybe not so much on the snow-covered roads because it doesn't have snow tires. I guess that doesn't really matter if you're on the road, or it might not matter, but definitely worked out well for that one. So let's go ahead and jump into the final event for this season championship, and we'll jump into a different car. Alright, last event, we're in the X6, and we're doing the Glen Rannoch Hillside Sprint, I think is what it said. So we've thrown another tune on here, and you guessed it, it's Grundy again. So here is the share code if you want to use it. It may not look great with that awkward spoiler, but we'll see how it fares against the rest of the pack. Man, that Range Rover is just always out in front, isn't it? So Mercedes is trying to bully us a little bit. I think this is the first time I've ever driven one of these X6s in any Forza game. I mean, they're neat. I just have never been kind of drawn towards them. Sounds good. I don't know if that's an engine swap or what, but it sounds good. It might not be, because I think this thing's already pretty high into A-Class by default. It may have upgraded turbos, but I'm going to try to catch up to the Range Rover here. 35% through. Getting onto some snowy roads. Yeah, I feel like the Audi would have had a little trouble with this. I could be wrong. It may have been fine. This is why I like doing more than one car. Just gives you guys an option. Or it shows you guys different options. It not really gives you the option. You can use whatever car you want as long as it's in the restrictions. But I like being able to show options. Ooh, there we go. Got them on the inside. I like being able to show different options that can be used, because not everybody's going to have every single car that I have. So definitely if you do them with a different car, or even with the same car that I use, and you find a better tune, let me know down below. You know, it doesn't help me out, but it could potentially help, you know, other people out that, you know, may not have the cars that I use. So, you know, put the share code for the tune and what car. I mean, I guess they can find the car off the share code, but it might just be easier if they have the name of the car, you know, to begin with in the comment. So we'll just make that a requirement, right? This is something that will go on the Discord. Once it's situated, we'll have, you know, a channel for, you know, tunes to use for these seasonal events. You know, just be a little quicker reference. But what else would you guys like to see on the Discord? I would think it would be fun to set up something along the lines of doing like a rivals trial every week, or, you know, make it where everybody has 2 weeks to participate, something along those lines. There's 20 more points, so we won that championship now. We got 3 stars, so that's gonna unlock the M6. So we already have that car, so we're just adding another one to our garage and getting 40,000 credits as well. So we'll go ahead and jump into the other seasonal championship and knock that one out. Alright, so the mud is thicker than water. Calls for a B-class modern rally car. So, alright, starting up the seasonal championship.
Even though it's freezing out there, I'm pretty sure you'll have a lot of fun with this seasonal. Just make
2
sure you
circuit
wrap
races.
up warm.
Okay. So we're going to start the sprint race in our Lancer Evo 8. We did throw a tune on it. I didn't use Grundy. I used Sneep. I figured I would give him a shot. He's got some good tunes as well that we've used. So the share code's going to be on the screen now. He's not level 20, so I'm hoping that maybe we can help him get there. So let's go ahead and jump into the White Horse Trail, or White Horse Hill Trail, and jump into it in our Too Fast, Too Furious, I think is what it was, Lancer. Pretty sure it was Too Fast, Too Furious. So this tune that we're using was made for, at least from what I can tell, was made for rallying and probably this event, or the seasonal championship. So looks like we've got better high end, or top end at least, than the other cars, so should be fine. I'm not too worried about it yet. Up into 4th, 30% of the race done. Yeah, this car, I mean, that movie, I can't imagine how many times I've actually watched that movie when I was younger. I used to love the Fast and Furious movies. I think they've gotten a little out of hand lately. I guess, like, even watching them back now, they were all a little kind of ridiculous, but I guess, like, the last time I, like, really watched one, like, when it was new, was, can't even tell you which one it was. It was whatever one they were driving through the tunnels to get across the Mexico border or something along those lines. And they were just driving absolutely ridiculously in the tunnels. So, kind of where I fell off of the Fast and Furious wagon. I haven't even seen the newest, like, 2 or 3, I think. So, I do need to go watch them, just because, I mean, they're entertaining if nothing else, right? But it's crazy how car culture has changed since, you know, the original Fast and Furious. So we are doing great now. This thing's definitely really good off-road. It's just on the road, you know, acceleration-wise, or beginning the race at least, it's not the greatest, but it does fine where it needs to. Got us up into 1st. And it's going to get us the win. But kind of going back to my other point, like, what else would you guys like to see in, like, the Discord server? Like I said, we would definitely have, you know, trial events. I want to do, like, a photo contest, like, weekly, where, you know, either we vote on a car that everybody goes and, you know, tries to take a picture of, and, you know, then we vote on who has the best or coolest or, you know, funniest picture even. You know, I want to do like little contests like that. I think it would be fun just to engage, you know, the community. So we did win. So we got 20 points there. Let's go ahead and jump into another car and into the next race. Alright, now we're jumping into Ambleside Scramble in our 2003 Ford Focus RS. So we did throw a tune. We went back to U Grundy. I didn't see one from Sanif. So we're back to U Grundy on this one. We're zoomed in. Let me just see how big that wing is. So this is a snow-covered road, of course, so far. I think this is nothing but dirt, but it is just covered in the snow. So let me know down below if you like the winter season. I'm sure there is a minority of people somewhere that actually like the winter season. I like the idea of seasons, I do. I just wish the winter season could be a little shorter. Like 1 day a month. That would be nice. I keep bringing up the Discord server, but coming back to that again, since we're more at the beginning of this race, let me know what else you would like to see. If you have any ideas for a Discord server, or, you know, a channel or contest even that we can do in Forza Horizon 4 in the Discord server, you know, let me know down below. I want it to be a place where people can connect and, you know, find other people to compete with, to play with, stuff along those lines. So let me know, and, you know, like I said, we'll have that live before too long. I just want to make sure that before it does go live, that it is, you know, up to par and ready to go live. I don't want to just launch it without making sure all the ducks are in a row and stuff along those lines. So, but we've got a good lead. We're just kind of drifting around all these corners because we really can't get much traction after we hit the brakes and then stomp on the gas. But we've got a big old lead, so this tune is good. Definitely would recommend it. It would probably be a lot better on the other courses. I mean, it's doing fine on here. It's just, I guess the lack of snow tires is not assisting us. I don't know if there are even modern rally cars with the snow tires, so I would assume so, but I didn't look that hard. I might look going into the next race. But we're about to cross the line. Some little drifts going on. Just gonna win in style and in position, right? And we'll go across the line a little sideways. There we go. So, another race down. We have one more to go before unlocking the Subaru. So, we'll go ahead and jump into that one and knock it out. Alright, here we go. Jumping into the final event of the series, or championship. We are jumping in our 2008 Subaru WRX STI hatchback. And we've thrown another tune on this one. So, we've used this car before, but I did change the tune. Actually going with a tune from a user that we haven't used a tune from before, but I've seen his name on a few of the other cars. He's level 9, and it seemed like the stats match U Grundy's tunes almost to a T, so I'll throw that share code up now. The user's name is Slowpoke, with some numbers, but trying out his tune, just, you know, seeing if we can give, you know, other tuners or up-and-coming tuners, you know, a boost. And there's a good chance that he may have just literally copied the U Grundy tune, at least maybe the parts, to get the power, but, you know, we'll give him a shot. It's pretty quick in a straight line, that's for sure. It handles really well. So part of tuning outside of just the parts is, you know, actually doing the dedicated tuning for gearing and, you know, all the little settings that you can change. So it looks like he does the same thing that Grundy does with the back wheel and makes that rim huge. So he may very well have literally just copied Grundy's like strategy or parts. So we may not use him in the future. It's different if like he didn't do that, and I guess sometimes I do it just to, you know, make sure people see or they can tell their tunes apart. But that's, I don't know. You can use it if you want. I would just use Grundy's tune, but this one works just as well. It's just, you know, if your principles are if you'd rather go with probably the original tune, and Grundy's tune might be a better tune in general, because he may actually have tuned the gear ratios and such like that. I'm not sure, but we're winning this race nonetheless. And we've got a pretty good lead. Come across the last little bends here. And we held on to that lead, and we'll cross the finish line with no issue. And backwards. So there we go. Killed it, 60 points. Mud is thicker than water is complete, and that should get us the 2004 Subaru WRX. Oh no, the Starion ESI? Okay. What gets us the Subaru? I'm confused. Did I get the Subaru in the last one? I bet I did. No, I got the BMW in the last one. Where was I seeing the Subaru? I need to go look at the festival playlist. I am obviously confused beyond belief. It's the trial, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's what it is. So you actually get the Subaru, the 2004 Subaru WRX from the trial event. I don't know why I thought it was from one of these seasonal events. But yeah, so we've knocked out 2 of those already. We're at 34% on the season. The Citroen is cool. I am shooting for that Lexus because I think it's cooler. But we'll be able to knock out all this other stuff in the upcoming videos. So if you aren't a subscriber, make sure you get subscribed if you want to stay tuned for that. If you found the video helpful, or if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and let me know down below all of the questions that I asked during the video, if you have any input on those. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.